National Flight Academy is an embedded program that is designed to excite kids about the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics world. We are a STEM-based educational facility, but we're not just about the STEM environment. In a 5.5-day period, our goal is to bring a young man or woman through this program, get them excited not only about how to use mathematics and science, engineering principles in a day-to-day active life, but at the same time give them the skill sets to be able to communicate with other team members other than ways of texting or using social media. We're trying to get them out of that environment and get them into the environment of talking to one another verbally, being able to make decisions, be a decisive decision maker, being able to work together as a team, etc. So it's not only what we would consider the STEM world, but also those 21st century soft skills that we find so important in the work environment.
The first time I went here, I probably wasn't interested in aviation as much. The first day, I was barely interested in aviation. Flying kind of scared me. I was a little bit afraid of heights. But finishing that first week, by the end of it, I just knew that, flying was something that I just wanted to do for the rest of my life. After high school, I hope to become a Navy pilot, and then hopefully after that, sign up with NASA. The entire time that you're on board, you actually feel like you're on an aircraft carrier. They give you the full naval experience, the full aviation experience, and it's just an all-around good, time.
That is ambition herself. You take a 102,000 square foot building on the outside, and scenically on the inside, you give it all of the look and feel of being on board ship. The sights, the sounds, the touches, all of the sensories that we can possibly hit with our students that are here. That's what we're after. And so we do that with all of the scenic treatment. We do that with the capability of olfactory systems of inducing saltwater air into the ship, jet fuel, the mechanical space smells, things like that. The sounds that you hear playing in the background, of jets taking off and landing on board ship. And the ship itself, that rumble that is constantly there when we're underway, all plays into helping to keep the story in. We do our best to keep the students, when they're in the program, locked in so that they're not influenced by the outside world. Everything that they go through is tied to the story that they're going through that week.
My favorite part of the program would just have to be all of it. I love, planning out the missions. I love working ATC, and I definitely love flying. So it's just all around great for me. I mean, we use a lot of science, we use a lot of math, but they introduce it in a way to where it's not boring or repetitive as schoolwork would be. If they're interested, if they're good at it, then I'd say they should definitely come aboard. This program doesn't necessarily 100% cater to aviation. They have the ATC program. A lot of times we're working in the JIC for intelligence, math, and science. It's really a full encompassing program because it's not like a classroom environment where you're just sitting down, the teacher lectures, and you take some notes. It's full 100% applied. If you don't get those fuel calculations right, then you're going to go straight down. If you don't plot out that course directly, you're going to end up in a completely different location. But the way they introduce it to you is just fun, it's exciting to learn, and it's very relevant. They teach you enough science, technology, engineering, math that when I went to chemistry, I basically knew half the course. And whenever I'm going into geometry class, and even if I might not understand the full expanse, I'll just apply it to what we did here at the NFA and realize that, hey, that's exactly like plotting out a course, or hey, that's exactly just like fuel calculations.
That's the exciting part. You see that personal growth for each student that comes through here. They get the opportunity when they first come on board. They kind of begin to crawl with the aircraft and in the operations centers and the planning centers. From there, they kind of pick up their pace a little bit. So by the time we hit the end of the week, it's full-blown, all hands on deck. We've got to go out and we've got to take care of this emergency situation immediately, and you're the ones leading the charge. As a staff, as the ship's crew, we take the step back, and it's up to the students to lead us through this exercise and make sure that, to a degree, we can save the world before bedtime. First of all, having local organizations be involved is a phenomenal situation. We appreciate all support, but when you have a group like American Legion on the national level at that kind of scope, recognize the National Flight Academy and want to be openly involved, I rank that up there with the decision that the Department of Navy made to accept the National Flight Academy here on Naval Air Station Pensacola. It is that significant to allow us to be involved with American Legion. We're very honored to have them not be a part of this, but to be part of our family. They are as much National Flight Academy as I am, as the Master Chief is, as any of our members are. They're part of the ship's crew, and that's important to us.